What's up, guys? Before I start this episode, I have two questions for you. One, do you wear shirts? And two, do you love seahorses? If you answered yes to either one of these, I got the solution for you. This is a shirt that I designed for Brian Davies, who is donating all the proceeds to the Seahorse Foundation, or the Seahorse Trust. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an awesome foundation that helps conserve, study, research, everything about seahorses. It's the only real trust or foundation or conservation group out there who are working to save seahorses. So if you guys want to support this awesome foundation, you need a shirt anyway. You might as well get this shirt. The designs are going away next week, where they're going to have another design made by somebody else. But this is my design I made for Brian Davies so he can sell it for the Seahorse Trust. So the links are going to be in the description below. Go right after this video, buy yourself a Seahorse Trust shirt. Save a seahorse. Who knows? Maybe you'll be called a hero one day. Alright. Cue the intro.
Critter Hunter.
Alright. Welcome to the inside of the Critter Mobile. It's not really a Critter Mobile. Well, when I own it, it's the Critter Mobile. Let's face it. But our plans for this thing, which when we get to where I'm going, I'm going to give you a walk around and tell you all the plans we have for this thing. But in a nutshell, we're going to make this the ultimate Critter Mobile, right?
Yeah. Is it like Critter Getter?
Yeah, this is the Critter Getter. And when I say Critter Mobile, I mean it's going to be built for scuba and road trips. Like really nice on the highway. First things first, the AC actually works.
Yeah.
So it's nice being in the car again. Our last car, you guys seen us driving around that big Toyota. We were renting it from the owner of Pure Vita for the last however many months, and it was awesome. Reminds me of my younger days when I had a bunch of Toyotas. We used to build those, but it's not good on the highway, and it didn't have an AC. I actually absolutely hated going to Dumaguete because we'd be stuck in traffic. I'd just be sweating. You know, we had to call the AC down 60. Windows all the way down, going 60 kilometers an hour. That was the only way to get any kind of AC. So now we got a cold AC. And yeah, let me get to a parking lot or somewhere where I can give you a walk around, and I'll give you some of the plans we have for the Critter Getter. So I gotta say, having this AC, and this one's like extra cold, makes it tolerable going to Dumaguete. Dumaguete is like a 30-minute drive from Darwin, and it is nice now. It's not too bad. I would usually be sweating and swearing and getting some road rage because it's so hot. Anyways, I just realized this is the first car I've owned since I turned into a nomad or a traveler or whatever. I sold my car to travel, and yeah, you know you've made it when you own a car in a foreign country. Even if it's old. Anyway, yeah, it makes me feel really settled down owning a car. It's the first one, like I said, even when we got married, we kept traveling, kept moving. You know, we moved to a city where you don't need a car. It's like living in New York City. You know, there's so much public transportation that's, you know, everywhere, and it's super cheap. So we just had Ubers and everything every day, and then we moved to Darwin, and we kind of kept that up with drivers, and eventually started renting a car, which was like a big step. And now we own a car. That's like putting down roots, but it's all right. I have to grow up one day. Anyways, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm gonna show you a lot of footage that I didn't show you in my last episode with Shy. I wanted to concentrate on Shy, so I didn't show you the actual critters we saw on that dive. And I want to show you, I don't want those to go to waste, because I actually saw a species that I've been searching for a long time. Finn didn't join me on that second dive, and I showed him the footage. He's like, no! So stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm gonna show you around and give you the plans for this build for the critter getter, but then I'm gonna show you some insane underwater footage. So you ready, Julia?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, we just arrived at the mall where I gotta buy some exercise stuff, and so I'm gonna show you at least the outside of the critter getter. So it's a big old SUV, 2008 Hyundai Galloper 2, whatever that means. It's got turbo diesel, so it's really reliable, and we got it so cheap. You would just laugh how cheap we got it. All our mechanics and our friends said they usually pay twice this. So I'll run you down a few things I want to do to it. Just remember that I'm building it for everyday scuba on the shore, so it's got to carry a lot of tanks, waterproof, stuff like that. But we're also planning a massive road trip through the Philippines, so it needs to be super reliable and comfortable. So the first thing I want to do is make it overheat proof. I don't like diesels that overheat. So this Cal induction, I mean, it is functional, but it's not awesome. I want to make, there's two air filters under the hood, one for the turbo, one for the engine, and I don't know if I said that right, but anyways, I'm gonna be wrapping the air boxes and stuff in thermal, what do you call it, basically metal wrap that keeps the heat out of the box so that it's not sucking hot air as much. And then I want to hook it up, I want to hook the top one up to a better cowl. I might have to build a whole new cowl on the hood, or just cut holes in the bottom of this one and make sure the air filter seals to that, so that when it's sucking air, it's only cold air from the road. And then the turbo air filter is more on the side. So I want to duct some, you know, flexible piping down near the front bumper or something, so it's also sucking only cold air. We'll probably do a whole lot of other stuff. I'm not a mechanic, especially not a diesel mechanic, but yeah, basically I want to make it run as efficiently as possible and never overheat. I got a few other tricks up my sleeve for the overheating thing. It's not overheating now. We just did a 30-minute road trip, but it didn't even twitch on the gauge. But yeah, we got days and days of driving when we do our road trip. The next thing I want to do is a roof rack. We're gonna put a roof rack here, and it could be a cheap one, whatever. And then we're gonna have auxiliary lighting on the front, on the sides. We'll have lights on basically all four sides. We're gonna have a big old light bar. It'll be hidden, it'll be integrated. This isn't a big flashy four-wheel drive off-road machine. The lighting will be, you know, I'll have a switch on the inside for when we do all these night dives. I could say, I can open up the back and flip a switch, and the back will light up so we can see what we're doing. I might also have some like big plastic matting. I don't know what you call it. You can put it in garage floors and throw that on the floor in case we're on beaches and stuff, just to try to keep clean before we get in the car. You know, taking off wet gear and mud, you know. So there's that. We're doing a lot of other things. not a whole lot on the outside, mostly just convenient stuff. We're putting another, it has a backup camera, but I'll show you the interior mods. It's pretty much gonna destroy the rear view mirror view. So we're installing another rear view camera that's like a constant thing, and it comes with a 7-inch screen that goes on the dash. I'm making a custom dash, so I'm going to show you that in a minute, but that way I could have the GPS and everything and then switch back to the rear view and see what's behind me. It's really cheap, but we're actually looking for one because I ordered everything I need, but they just messaged me and said they're out of the rear view camera. So what else? I think that's about it on the outside. Not doing a whole lot, not spending a lot of money. I think most of the modifications are going to be on the inside. So yeah, I'm gonna go shopping right now, and then we'll be back and I'll show you the plans for the interior. So I will say one thing, I'm in such a better mood driving to Dumaguete than I usually am. Usually hot and sweaty and pissed off before we even get here, but with that nice AC and comfortable chairs, so happy. All right, let's go shopping. What, did that one break?
No.
It's okay, sir, but
We have a carton.
no, sapo mo.
It's better with
Ah.
carton.
Sapo.
All right,
Carton?
I like that big one.
Okay, sir.
Look at this tiny punching bag.
How much is that, Derek?
The big one is 3,000. Ay,
You don't train for you to punch me, huh?
I'm gonna kalata. Just ordered one of these online for the car. It's gonna have an auxiliary battery. It's gonna go to this, so we can charge stuff, including the laptops on the road.
How much is that then?
Everything. You always ask how much everything is. There's a little baby one. How much is it? I have the solar panels coming that charge this, but I could also check. I could also charge it off the car on a constant with the auxiliary battery. Whew. So done shopping, which sucks. I got my punching bag though. The thing is heavy. It's like 40 kilos, so 80, 90 pounds. I'm not gonna do it today, but I have to build a stand for it to hang it, because I don't think our roof is strong enough. It's been a long time since I wrapped my wrists. Anyways, all right, what are we gonna do to this car? So one of the first things I want to do is make it even cooler, especially when it's not running and sitting in the sun all the time. It's black, it gets really hot inside. And so I'm gonna take this liner off. That's one project, and I have a bunch of thermal barrier coming, heat shield, basically metal heat shield that I'm gonna put under, right on the roof. And I have enough for the floor as well, but I'm gonna do that later on down the line. That's a lot of work, but at least with the headliner, if I don't fix it in a day, I can still go diving. And the second thing is, while I'm working on the headliner, we're gonna build a custom roof console that goes all the way to the back seat, and it'll have switches for the exterior lights, interior lights. I gotta replace this because it's like not bright at all. So we're gonna have LED lights all the way back, not like a fancy thing, but so I can see, because it's really dark at night. And then we're gonna have lights under the dash and seats where if you open one door, that side lights up. Nothing's for show. It's just gonna be super functional. doing a bunch of other things. I got temperature gauges coming, a whole bunch of stuff, an inverter, so I can plug in a computer or household stuff. We got another AC, a car AC coming, so it'll be double cold. We're also gonna build like a curtain, just like a camper van or one of those where I can shut the black curtain, and that'll also have a thermal padding, thermal layer, whatever, inside it, so that when we're just parked or overnight or whatever, just sitting in the sun, all the windows, I can shut the curtains and it'll be blocking the sun. I mean, it's gonna be super cool in here. And I bought 2 digital gauges that'll show the outside temperature and the inside temperature, so that's gonna be a fun project to see how well I did. Because I mean, we're sitting here right now, 33-degree weather, and it is stifling, man. You guys that haven't been to the tropics yet, you'll see. So what else? Can I have that? We got these $1 glasses, but they only had pink. But I don't care, it looks awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of other things that I can't even think of right now. Oh, we got a rear view camera, I told you that. It's gonna go on the center console. So if the roof console's right here, the mirror, or the 7-inch screen will replace the rear view mirror. And we're also gonna rebuild the center console, because this car is awesome, but it doesn't have any cup holders, man. It's driving me crazy. Look at this. I mean, there's nowhere to put cups. We try to put cups on the dash, they just fly off. So we're building a center console, a custom center console that'll have more USB plug-ins. It'll have cup holders, it'll have secret compartments for passports and stuff for long trips. It's just gonna be a super functional center console, just like the roof console. It's gonna be like the whole thing is gonna be like a mobile studio. So I think there's a lot more I'm gonna have to show you. There are gonna be a lot of projects. I haven't decided if I want to put it on this channel or my new little channel, but either way, it's gonna be a lot of projects. The next thing I want to show you is the rear, and that's gonna be where the scuba stuff happens. I'm getting an architect right now is designing what we're gonna do, but let me go drive somewhere. We're gonna go get something to drink, and then I can get in the back and show you the plans for that. Now I'll go to the back real quick, give you some plans for this. There's already some gear, but I'm gonna take these seats out. I'm gonna make a shelf right here where I could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks. And then I'm doing a collab with Brian Davies. He's helping me design a emergency O2 kit that I can leave in the truck, in the car. Of course, I got a heat shield this whole area, and I'm gonna replace the floor, take out this carpeting, make it metal and waterproof, have a little drain. And then on the second half right here, I'm gonna have shelves where I can put my gear and stuff like that. But I'm also gonna have an auxiliary battery, and so I can set up a solar on the roof and be able to charge and use laptops, everything else. So that'll be right here. I'm gonna build a waterproof case for that box thing. So it'll be half shelves, and then a place for all the tanks, place for emergency CO2, and then right here I'm gonna have a bar going across half the back where I'll be able to dry wet gear. Because I don't want to be at a dive site out in the middle of nowhere and be sitting there like, now I gotta wait for my gear, my dry suit or my wetsuit to dry. Now I just want to throw them on the hook. I'll have a metal floor where it can drain. It doesn't even, I don't even have to wait. So yeah, I didn't explain that right. I was kind of in a rush because it's so hot right now, but you guys will see. It's gonna be a long series I'll do over time in between dives of building the ultimate critter getter. Alright guys, so that is basically the truck. So now I want to show you some clips that I didn't show you before that I don't want to go to waste because they are epic. So here it is. It's a Mandarin fish. So basically what happened was we were diving with Shy, but I needed to concentrate on Shy because it's her last dive for her advanced course and night diving course. And this is a night dive, of course, so I'm kind of filming her, hanging out with her, seeing how she does. And of course, all of a sudden I see my friend that came with us just hovering over some reef, some staghorn, and I was wondering, like, that's weird, what is she doing there? She's a critter hunter like me, she's just like staring at this reef. So I went over there and we saw these Mandarin fish going up and down, up and down. And I was like, whoa, I've never seen these in Darwin. I have to film it. So I went over there and it was so hard to film. After about 20 minutes, and by the way, Shy and her instructor had already left, went back to shore. But after about 20 minutes, I was about to give up. As soon as I'd start filming or put the light on, the little Mandarin would shoot back down where I couldn't see him. So I started to leave, and then all of a sudden, I saw one. And it was just sitting on top of the reef. So I filmed it from a distance, then I got closer, and then when I had enough footage, I was like, all right, I'm gonna push my luck. And I got closer and closer and closer until my camera was about 6 inches away, and he just sat there like a glorious little Mandarin fish that he is, and let me film him for as long as I wanted. I filmed him for a good 10 minutes, so I really hope you enjoy this footage. It's amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe because I'm trying to work myself up to daily videos about our life and scuba diving and marine biology, all that. So I'll see you on the next one.